Good morning, everyone. It's Wednesday, May 14th, 2025. My name is Sam Shalhoub, and it's time for your daily dispatch. First up, yesterday, President Trump was in Saudi Arabia, and there was a lot that took place during that meeting. One of which that he announced a strategic economic partnership with Saudi Arabia. And there will be a little bit more about this later in the report. Also yesterday, United Health Group suspended its 2025 forecast just weeks after lowering its outlook and announced the surprise exit of CEO Andrew Woody, sending its shares down 8% pre-market. Now, was it the exit of the CEO that did that, or the executive order that President Trump issued? Yesterday, CNN reported that inflation slowed more than expected in April. Not surprising to those of us who follow this closely, but I'm sure to most people, with all the tariff noise that's going on, I'm sure it's shocking to them. The FDA commissioner said there's, quote, no evidence to support COVID shots for healthy children, and a formal announcement on the subject is expected in the coming weeks. Will this be the beginning of the cascade of information and exposure? Well, it could very well be. Yesterday, Microsoft announced that they are going to let go thousands of workers, despite soaring profits and record stock price. Why would this be the case? Does AI have something to do with it? I would love to hear your thoughts on it as well. According to the New York Post, China lifted its Boeing ban following a 90-day trade deal with the White House. With further information about President Trump in Saudi Arabia yesterday, President Trump secured a historic $600 billion investment, a commitment from Saudi Arabia. And if you watched any of the video on our live yesterday, you'll see what appears to be a great relationship between the Prince of Saudi Arabia and President Trump. President Trump said yesterday he will be pausing U.S. sanctions on Syria to, quote, give them a chance at greatness. Yesterday, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration announced that it is starting to process the removal of ingestible fluoride prescription drug for kids, and they're taking them off the market. Yesterday, according to the New York Times, Judge Hannah C. Dugan, she's a Wisconsin judge, was indicted on charges that she helped an illegal immigrant evade agents. How many more perp walks will we be seeing from judges? Well, could be quite a few. And then lastly today, scientists at CERN's Large Hadron Collider have successfully transformed lead into gold atoms, achieving an ancient alchemist dream through modern physics. Now, this is what they're claiming. I haven't been able to verify it at this point, but if that's true, isn't it interesting that the gold narrative is starting to come back in to the news feeds? Isn't it interesting that President Trump in Saudi Arabia talked about gold as well? Well, is it all connected? I'm sure it is. And I guess we'll just have to wait and see how it plays out. So, that's all we have for today. If you'd like to support this channel, go to samshalhoub.com. There's multiple ways to do it. Or go to mypillow.com/Sam. And in the meantime, I hope you have a great day, and we'll talk again soon.